on Thursday my test because I have my meetings Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking on that because yesterday just 5 or 6 students were attending the workshop. So I thought that was because there was a different situation, maybe something not so clear. But there is no problem in this.
Okay. When can I make my test? Tomorrow or
I have to
Friday?
ask the academical supervisor because in model 1 they were telling me that it was not possible to change the date or even take more than 2 hours.
Okay.
It could be better for you to arrive late.
Okay. Usually my meetings, it's in between 7:30 to 9:30.
Okay, so what time do you think you would arrive to the test?
I think 10 or 3rd past quarter. I need to go home.
Yeah. Let me talk to the academical supervisor about it.
Okay.
Because, well, I need her.
The Wednesday, I don't have a
Maybe
problem
like
at all. On Thursday too.
On Thursday is harder for you.
No, Thursday and Friday. Sorry, on Friday.
No, and there is no way to move on with the test.
Wednesday, and Friday, I don't have problem at all.
What about taking the test tomorrow night? Would be better?
Okay, see, no problem.
Okay, let me ask to the academical supervisor. If she agrees, I think we can take the test tomorrow just with you. But if there is no other way, I'm gonna ask about coming later, okay?
Okay, no problem at all.
Because, well, to change it to Friday, it's not possible now. There is no way to do this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, certainly you got the presentation, the slides last week because of homework, right?
Yes.
So you have the chance to study from them, from these 2 group of slides, I mean from Monday and Wednesday. Yesterday we were talking about how giving bad news. And this is a protocol, the spikes protocol, that is very common when we think on this.
Okay.
So the spikes is a very easy acronym to remind how to choose the best place in order to give bad news. Okay. You have the setting, the private place, comfortable, non-threatening room, for example. When you go with your patient, and then you have the chance to talk properly.
Okay.
Then you got the perception. I mean, you talk to the patient, you ask at the beginning of this speech, what they think about the situation, the diagnosis, how they are taking this change in private, okay? That's why you say uncover what the patient or family think is happening. You have to realize what they are thinking on, and then it's possible to clarify all the situation. That's why the invitation is working properly. You ask the patient what they would like to know. Of course, maybe not all in detail, but it could be better to be clear what they really need to know, and according to that, it's easier to give the bad news.
Okay.
Then you go to the K, to the knowledge, and you explain the disease and care options in plain language. I mean, you clarify all the questions, all the doubts, all the situations they are living on the moment. And it's possible,
Okay.
it's better to ensure that everything is clear with them.
Okay.
Then you have the emotion, the E. When you talk about feelings, how they feel, and try to be with empathy, respond with empathy about it. Because it's important for patients to know what to do or what is going on this.
Okay.
It's better. Then you have the S again, to summarize, to make a resume, to make a recap, talk again with all of the family, and consider this situation, I mean.
Okay.
That's the specs. This is the easiest one. When we think about how we give bad news a patient about a terminal diagnosis or something that is not possible to recover, maybe your career about a hard prognosis, it's very easy to set this protocol. And indeed, our job, we use this. I'm going to send it to the group in some minutes in order to give extra material, okay?
Okay. Thank
So
you.
it works. If you compare the presentation, the slides from yesterday with the spikes is covering the same topics than the presentation. The presentation looks longer. But this is the easiest. This is the one that I certainly prefer to use. That's why I'm showing now. Okay?
Okay.
Please check on
The two last presentations yesterday to explain that.
the 15, I think.
15, only 15. Okay.
Yes, the 15. Check the 16 too, because it's very easy in order to catch the information. But well, we are not going to have a workshop on Thursday, of course. We don't have chance to clarify any question or something that is not so clear about presentation of patients or how to give information in the speech. If you have the chance, if you have enough time, check this material too, and tomorrow we can solve the questions.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a in count.
Okay, perfect. Any
Okay.
question, any detail?
Not at all.
Okay, perfect. Don't worry,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the academic supervisor and I'm gonna send you a private message, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Have a good night.
have a great night. See you tomorrow.
You too.
Hi, Maria. Maria, can you hear me?
Hello, teacher. I hear you.
Fine. With my baby. Yeah, I can hear you too. Okay, Maria. Yesterday, I checked your message too late. I didn't pay attention.
Yes, teacher. I had in the I had in the. Ay, déjenme hablar. Wait.
Okay.
Wait the entry.
Yeah, could be.
But I what happened?
Yeah. No, don't worry. Don't worry. Organize your speech. There is no problem.
Yes, teacher. I didn't know what happened with my internet, but I'm here now.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Yeah. What is the what do you do?
Okay, no,
I
today-
lost today, teacher. 1 minute. A ver,
okay.
1 minute. I concentrate. A ver, ahora sí. Ya. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Okay, yesterday, well, we had a theoretical class,
Okay.
but I checked your message so late, so I couldn't answer to you.
Yes.
Don't worry about it because you got the presentation last week when I sent homework. So it's possible
Okay.
to check all the information, okay?
Okay.
The presentation 15 and 16, you got them in order to make homework, right?
Okay. The homework is for this week?
It's for tonight.
Oh, teacher.
Yeah, but I sent the file with the guidelines. You had a
Okay.
deadline and all the details, right?
Okay, teacher.
On the other hand, this Thursday, we are going to have our final test, as I was talking to you in the last week.
Okay. But today I'm I got the homework, the last homework.
Yeah, because you sent me a file, but was the same than the previous homework, number 3 or number 2, I think.
I think it's the number 2, creo.
No, the number 2. Well, the homework of the last week. I received the same file, but now,
Okay.
well, of course, I need the homework from this week.
Is the same? Or is
No,
same different?
you send me the same file, but you have another file in your, well, in the WhatsApp group. I sent the homework and the slides presentations in order to get all the material to study and make properly the homework.
Teacher, I don't have anything.
How is that? Let me look for this.
Is the medical English 15?
Yeah, 15 and 16.
Okay, it's nice. Today I'll review this.
Yes, you got it.
The last class is the subject? No, team? I don't know. The subject is medical English 16?
Yeah, yesterday we checked the 15.
Yesterday.
Yes.
I teacher today my English is bad.
Don't worry about it, it happens. Okay, can you watch my screen? Here is my WhatsApp.
Yes, and your WhatsApp.
Okay, this is the file of homework, and attached to this file, I sent the medical English 15 and medical English 16.
Okay.
In order
I send
to study, to make it properly. Yes, you got it. It's in the group. All of you are here, and
yes, I'm looking now.
Yeah. Check this. If it's not possible to open the file, let me know in order to send you in a private message.
Yes, teacher. I can see the presentation.
Okay, perfect.
The slide.
That's great. So don't worry about it.
No, teacher, it's a clear. Only I had a problem with the script. I don't know what to say. And just write the doctor's question. It's a very difficult.
Okay, don't worry. Make your best effort. The deadline is today at midnight.
Okay, I send the homework in the morning. Bueno, in the noon.
No, but was the file of the previous week. I got it in the last week.
I send the last week, not previously.
Yes, you sent me the same file. I checked that And
It's
I
the
got,
same.
I got mad. Yes, it's the same that the previous week. I was comparing the file and it's the same, exactly the same.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh, teacher, oh, sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't happen with my cell phone. I take the picture. A ver, my camera.
Yeah,
Ay,
you
no
were
prende mi
taking the
cámara.
pictures and they failed.
Here is the last exam
Yes,
is ¿cómo se dice? Contestado, I answer.
yes, you fill all the blanks.
I fill out the blank.
Yeah,
I think I sent this exam in the noon,
yeah, no.
but
Let me show you. Let me show you the
yes,
files.
I
And then
don't
you
have
can realize this is
when
the file I got this morning.
I don't know what happened. I'm sending in
Now
a few
let me
minutes.
open this in order to show you that it's the same than the previous week.
See, what happened with my cell phone?
Oh, it happens. It was happening the same. Okay, can you see it's the same than the last week? When we were talking about doses, abbreviations, how to read specifically this infusion, the big, then all the rates. That's the same than the last week. It's not the same file. It's not the file of homework of this homework, right?
A ver.
So this is the surgical cap, the medical. Well, this facts about the
the new document?
yes, the news, and then the extra question, labeling all the medication, the presentations, right?
Right, teacher. I remember that, but I really I don't happy what happened with my
No, don't worry.
cell phone.
Don't worry, send it to me again tonight. There's no trouble. You still have time.
I send now, but my internet is slowly.
Don't worry. I know that there's a trouble with the website, so send it to me as soon as possible. But tonight will be great in order to start checking all the homeworks. Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow is the exam, right?
No, tomorrow we have the last theoretical class. Then
okay.
I can clarify any question about tomorrow because you have the presentations. And according to that, we are going to check some details maybe that could be important. Don't worry,
Okay.
the test is going to be easy. Don't worry about it. We can do it.
Is the same format of the last exam?
Yes, and then model 1. Yes, it's the same way. I send you the file and you have the chance to print it if you prefer, or just send me the answers. There is no trouble on this. According to the answers, you got your score. And on Friday, I'm gonna send all the scores, I mean. The fact is this, we are going to have just 2 hours in order to fill all the homework files, or 2 hours to fill all the questions. That's a requirement from the institute, and there is no more time, just 2 hours, okay?
2 hours. Okay, teacher. I'm writing.
Okay, perfect. Okay, don't worry, Maria, don't worry about it. Let me send you the poll to take attendance, okay?
Okay. I send.
Okay, perfect.
I send the PDF archive
Yeah, the PDF file. Okay, let me check.
file.
Don't worry about it. I'm checking this on my cell phone, so give me a second to open and realize if it's the correct one. Yes, it is. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Thank you,
it.
teacher.
No, thanks to
Thank you.
you.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry. It happens. Sometimes the internet is failing and mixing the files, right?
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's done.
Thank you,
Perfect.
teacher.
Okay, Maria. So see you tomorrow in the theoretical class, okay?
Okay. See you, teacher.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Fernanda.
Hi, teacher. Good night.
Good night. How are you? How was your day?
I'm good. Today was so chill. I didn't work. I was making my homework and then my computer restarted and I'm waiting for still working. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to send the homework. It's from today at middle night, right?
Yeah, perfect.
I need to turn on my computer and then can send.
Yes, there's still enough time to do this because it's not too long. That's
Yes.
why it's possible to make it.
Yes.
Okay, let's go in parts here. Let's
Okay.
organize the information. This
Okay.
Thursday, we have our final test, as I was telling you, okay?
Yes.
So you got the slides 15 and 16, the last two ones. Please check all the information there. And in order on Thursday, we don't have a workshop. We have the chance to talk tomorrow a little bit about any question from the two last presentations, okay?
Okay.
Maybe detail because they are so clear and they are just showing how to give some expressions, specific questions, and of course, tomorrow we are going to check how to introduce patients, how to give information about patients and articles we read. They are so theoretical, I think, yeah, and they are easy to make.
I think the hardest part in these slides is to remember every word or
Yes.
making sentences with the new words for me. Like I didn't use it and are new and I need to memorize something. It's the hardest part, but then it's everything clear.
Yes, they are not so hard. They are easy to catch in order, right? To make it
Yes.
properly. Okay, so we are going to start at 8 o'clock and we have 2 hours to finish this. Okay, 8 to 10. That's the institute requirement to take just 2 hours. There is no trouble on me. So let's do it in that way. Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday during the presentation, we were checking how to give bad news, right? And well, in the slides, you got around 9 or 10 steps.
Yes.
And that's one way to understand the protocol about this kind of information.
Okay.
Actually, in medicine, we have lots of protocols, the craziest ones. But of course, they are so complicated protocols. We have so easiest ones. And one of the easiest about giving bad news is this one, the spikes. The spikes is a protocol that shows us how to certainly give and how to make the first approach to a patient in order to give bad news. If you compare this information with the one that is in the slides, they are the same. The spikes is like a resume, and in the presentation you got more details, I think. But comparing all of them, well, both of them are the same.
Yes.
Well, the one of the most important parts to check, well, the setting. to choose the correct place, a private and comfortable room, not threatening, no chance to
be
have
wrong.
the convenience of a nurse getting into or students passing away. Well, there is no way to do it. It must be private. That's the
Okay.
best. About the perception at the beginning is to know what the patient is thinking or what he or she understands about the diagnosis and the situation. But
Okay.
in general, not only the diagnosis, I mean, what they think, how it started, how they could treat this, what they plan to do about the situation.
Okay.
When you talk about the invitation, you ask the patient what they really want to know, what they really expect about it. And according to that, they might give you some details maybe.
Okay.
They might go to specific topics that they want to know. And according to that, you go to knowledge. You explain the details. And if you consider necessarily, you go to extra details they didn't take in count.
Okay.
That's why explain disease and care options in plain language. I mean, use their language.
Okay.
About emotion, the E, well, of course, respect feelings, the empathy, respect religion, their beliefs, I think. If you have patients that are, I don't know, ateos, I don't know how to say ateo.
Ateo?
Yeah,
No religion.
I'm sorry?
Not religion or something like that.
Yes, something similar could be. I'm not sure at this point. I'm going to look for that.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't really
yeah.
know, but I know how explain to in Spanish.
Yes, well, if you have a patient who doesn't believe in God or anything like that, I mean, well, we have to respect they prefer to talk in science words. Maybe you
Yes.
have patients that are soft believers, right? Extremely believers.
Yes.
So in that way, they want to pray, they want to talk to God, maybe, I don't know, something crazy about this topic, right?
Yes. Many peoples and many thinkings.
Yeah.
It's hard to have many persons, many religions, and I think in United States could be so different because here we have like maybe 15% Catholics or Christians.
Yeah, so
But
actually in many countries, not just in United States, and maybe in different countries from Bolivia, you don't have the chance to understand what they really
yes,
believe in. I mean,
yes, totally.
you have to be neutral without taking that any position. Instead, the patient starts talking about it.
Yes, actually, now if you speak with someone and who believes in other one and you say something wrong, it's like so bad, and you have to be so quiet in this point.
Yes, you're right. You have to be extremely sure where to place a step, right?
Yes, totally.
And it's not easy, but well, we have to respect that moment. Maybe give them their own time to consider their own situation, but it's so hard. The first patient when I was a student was so believer. And all of his family was outdoors, and they started praying and dancing and making so many crazy things. I mean crazy things because I really don't like that way of doing the religious topics. Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
But they were feeling better because they had this opportunity, and they were extremely sure that by faith they might cure his relative.
Yes.
That's not the way it works, right? When I finish with all of the emotion, then we like or not, we have to summarize all the information.
Yes.
We have to recap everything, and according to that, we together with the patient, not the family, with the patient, we decide how to continue. What's the next?
Mhm.
When I was in 4th year in career,
Mhm.
I was making practices with the neurosurgical professors. One of them specifically was my own professor because, well, that's the way they organize this.
Okay.
And he told me that we were supposed to give bad news to the patient. His tumor was not possible to get into the surgical room, and the operation would be worse than the actual situation.
Mhm.
At that moment, the patient has the chance to walk, but
Yeah.
with pain. If we get into the surgical room, the patient was not able to walk again, and the pain is going will be stay there. I mean, there is no the situation would be worse.
Okay.
And my professor told me, "You are going to give the bad news." What? Are you
No.
crazy? No, you have to know how to do it. Let's practice on this. It's not easy, but tell him that it's not possible to operate and he's gonna live with pain until he dies. There is no treatment at this point.
Wow.
I started crying before talking to the patient. He told me, read the clinical history. Any question you got, tell me. I'm going to be with you. And don't forget this, you are my resident, not my student, my resident. Okay.
Mhm.
We went together and well, when you watch the patient expecting a good no, and you have to give a bad no, it's better to follow these spikes, these protocols. That was the one that in Cuba is very useful, the spikes. And well, the patient has to understand it because there were no relatives, no one to support him in that rude moment. And that man just started crying and crying and crying because he was so, he was expecting a solution, but there was no way to do that.
Of course. You can. I think when you have that situation, you and to be like positive and say you have another chance or something like that. I don't know. I don't be in that situation, but I think it'd be so hard.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'll never forget how this man was with his eyes like two lights expecting a good news.
Yes.
But when we told him all the situation, all the complications, that lights were off.
Yes.
I'm sure this man got into depression. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And well, patience. I never met him again. We didn't have the chance to work together with that patient. But my professor told me that, well, he was with pain. And there was no other chance that there was no other option for him.
Yes, totally. That's so sad, but it's real in some cases.
Yes, in medicine, we know if we cannot do anything, well, we cannot. And we have to stand the situation. We cannot break and cry, right?
Yes, that's right.
As doctors, it's not possible for us to
Yeah,
do this.
it's so hard, but it's true.
Yes, we only have to give the news and be the support at that moment.
Yes, teacher, I sent the pool. It's already
Perfect. Yeah, I actually got it.
filled. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher. See you tomorrow, right?
See you. Please check the slides from tomorrow in order maybe to get a question or a detail to talk tomorrow about it. We're not missing this information because in order we don't have the workshop of Thursday. Tomorrow we can stay if there is a question at the end of the presentation, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you so much. Have a nice night.
Have a nice night. See you.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Melissa. Good night. Melissa, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Hi, good night.
Hi, how was your day?
Good. A little bit busy with the baby, which is a little bit more big. So,
Oops.
and she's been sick the last 2 weeks. First vomiting, then fever, and now diarrhea. So we are trying to handle in everything. We just changed her milk today. Hopefully,
Okay.
it
No,
gets
it's
better
not
with that.
easy. Yes, it's not easy at this point. Just 1 year, right?
Yes, 1 year.
Oh, well, patience. Maybe the situations are in that way.
Yes, probably is the milk. So we don't want to use antibiotics. She's fine. It's just the diarrhea sometimes, but in general she's fine. She got no fever or not malation, nothing like that.
Okay. Well, patience. So
Yes. How are you?
patience.
How is the new baby doing?
Well, she's great. So small, I think.
Oh,
But we have to continue taking care of her, right? At this
yes.
point, well, she loves to sleep in my arms just, even though she doesn't like to go with her father. She rather to stay with me.
Oh,
That's a relief, yeah. That's a relief nowadays, yeah.
yes, it is.
Then, well, yesterday I realized that this week was supposed to be her burning.
Oh, and she born just like 1 month ago.
Yeah, yes, around 35 to 36 weeks in his body development, I think.
Oh,
But well, she's strong. I think she's so thin and so small. But well, she's doing her best at this point.
oh, but he's doing good.
Yes, she's supporting the weather changes. My house is too cold, I think, and
Oh,
she is standing these changes so good.
good. But I hear that it's going to be like a front colder now that it's coming
Yes,
this
yes.
week.
Next week is gonna be. Yesterday we were with back with hot water into the bed in order
Oh,
to get her in the correct temperature because yesterday was extremely cold.
yes, it was.
It was awful. But
Yes,
now, well,
hopefully it
well,
get better,
yes,
but
we
it
have
looks
to.
it won't.
Yes, we have to go on. There's no other chance. The best part of this is that she's without medication, without formula, just with breastfeeding.
Oh,
She
excellent.
she eats too much, but I feel that it's not enough for her.
Oh,
Maybe just my susceptibility. Maybe I feel this well because with my 2 last babies, I didn't have the way to keep breastfeeding. I was not producing milk. Maybe because
no.
of the stress while working, well, who knows? But with this kid, I'm trying to do that, and I think it's a lot. But I feel she's not gaining weight.
No, but you didn't wait her yet, or you did?
I'm sorry?
You didn't wait her, or you already wait her and it's not gaining, or it's just you think?
No, it's just my thinking, my thoughts.
Yeah,
It's
because Joaquin at the beginning, she also born premature. She born in 36 weeks. I mean, she was with that good weight and everything, but the first week she started with ictericia, and she lost like a lot of weight. She born with 3 kilos, and after a week she was like 2.1 or something like that.
Why?
We didn't know because we were trying to give her like breastfeeding, but she didn't accept it. So we get her formula, but the pediatrics say that it's normal. At the beginning, they lose some weight, and then they have to recover after that.
Yeah, they must gain lots of weight, right?
Yes.
But, well, I think they are just my thoughts. My mother told me that in way she looks at her, she is in a good way, that I shouldn't worry about it, but, well, it's not possible. I see her, well, actually she got born with 47 centimeters, the pediatric told me. But I think he lied me because she looks extremely small, smaller than my previous baby.
Oh.
Well, patience.
Yeah, just patient.
Yes. Well, Melissa, today we have to talk about on a specific detail, to continue getting ready to the final test. And well, yesterday in the class, we had the topic about how giving bad news, right?
Yes.
And in the presentations, we got 9 points how to arrive and give this information. These 9 points are the British protocol to give bad news. This is a general one.
Okay.
But there is an easiest one, the spikes, that actually takes the same 9 points, takes the same question, the same information. And the spikes is a very useful and easiest way to remind all of the steps without missing or confusing the information. I mean, you have these acronyms when you remind the setting, the perception, invitation, knowledge, emotion, and summarize the information with the patient. And checking all of them is the same. So easiest to remind. While talking about the setting, of course, we know that it's a private and comfortable room when you have the chance to be alone with the patient. Only you, maybe 1 or 2 relatives more, maybe someone, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, according to the situation, to make easy how to give this explanation, how to show a bad prognosis or an awful diagnosis, right?
Yes.
The setting is, in my opinion, the most important part, because the patient could feel in confidence about crying or yelling or doing something to understand and accept in this situation. With the perception, you ask the patient what he knows, what he thinks about this situation, this problem could be said. And you also ask the same to the relatives that are with the patient at the moment. According to this perception, you make the invitation, you ask them what they would like to know. Specifically, they want to know about the disease, they want to know about the prognosis, the treatment, certainly what they really need to know. According to that, at the beginning, you answer the questions they make, and if you consider necessary, you add extra information. That's why in knowledge, we have to be so clear while talking in plain language, in the words they understand, making the comparisons they need. Of course, we give a space for emotions. We respect feelings. We give empathy. We respect beliefs. We are in a Catholic country, a very religious place, I think. So we have to give this chance to pray, to cry, to call God, I don't know. According to that, taking their time, then we summarize all the information. We ask them again if they understand everything. And according to that, we make a resume and we remind the patient that he's not alone. He got us.
Okay.
I use this acronym as my personal, and it's very easy to remind. And if you follow all the steps, the bad news are very easy to give, and you are not avoiding the loyal situations that could happen about it.
Okay.
So it's important to take it in count. When I read it at the first time, I said, this is my idea. This is the one I like. And that's
Yes.
great. That's easy to understand, easy to realize, and well, patience. It applies to any bad news, not just oncologic situations. So it could be a good idea to check this. Of course, there are lots of protocols, many other ways to arrange this kind of topics. But in my opinion, spikes is the easiest. It works properly. Why not? Information is the same, just the way to organize ideas could be a little bit different.
Yes.
Okay, so patience, yeah. Patience, yeah. I keep on reading, right?
Yes.
I'm sending you the pool to take attendance, okay, Melissa?
Okay. That's
Now, let's talk a little bit about the final test, please.
so let me answer the okay. Done.
Okay, thank you, I got it. Well, as you know, the final test is on Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
Instead of the workshop, we have the final test. And as I was telling you too, it's gonna last 2 hours because it's a requirement from the institute. Well, anyway, the same, we are going to start at 8 o'clock, the same as in module 1.
Okay.
And on Friday, I hope earlier, I'm gonna send the scores from the final test and then the complete module 2. According
Okay.
to that, you might know if you pass or not, if you reach the 51 score.
Okay.
Okay, any question about it?
In this case, I mean this second model I was so I don't know what is the word.
Tell me in Spanish.
Floja.
Ah. Okay.
And I just realized yesterday I didn't was in the class because I just realized that it was Monday and I thought it was Sunday.
It happens yesterday because of the holiday.
Yeah,
It happened.
and after that I saw and I didn't made the 2 homeworks that it was in this module because I was with a lot of problems. So in this case, if I pass the exam but I don't have the assistance and I don't present the homework, do I have change to pass, or is like mission impossible or something like that?
Let me see your chart, your attendance chart. It's open now.
Okay.
It's uploading.
Oh, okay.
By personal, I recommend you to take the final test. Don't lose it.
Okay.
You have 8 absences. Wow.
Yeah, I really forgot the whole model this time.
Yeah, you might, well, at this point, you have a chance to reach the attendance score, well, the half of this attendance score. There's no problem on this. But, well, homeworks, of course, take a big space about talking the score. I mean, they take their percentage. But you are not the only one who has the same problem. Almost all of the group is not sending homework. So that's
I
the
see.
thing. I have to talk to the academic supervisor because the intention is not make everyone to fail, right?
Yeah.
I don't have students who send me all the files. All of you lost one file of homework or maybe two. You're not the only one. Try to send me the homework of tonight, the last one, because it takes
Yeah.
two spaces.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna help a lot in order to help your score to go up.
Okay, perfect. I will do it right now.
Yes, well, I have one of your colleagues here who has more absences than you. And he's asking for approving, but there is no way to do this. There is no way. So no, don't worry, you're in the house part, you still have time to improve this
Okay.
situation. Don't worry.
Okay, teacher.
So
Thank you so much.
yeah, so tomorrow come to the workshop, to the theoretical class, and in the final test, of course, you're going to have your attendance done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, teacher.
No, you're welcome. I hope I can help with that new.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you help us a lot. There are some things that you don't, I mean, it's not just the English part. You even don't pass in the university or things like that, like the last how to notify a patient and things like that, that you should check it in the university, but we don't do it here. So
Yes.
it helped us a lot, things that are in medicine as well, not the English part.
Yes, you're right. It could be great if we had a chance to receive this information while medical school, this kind of protocols, I think. But it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Yes, so to expect that it's gonna be in that way is to kick air, I think.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but don't worry. The final test has a great percentage about approving or not. And if my memory is not failing, that was your final test, the one who helped you to approve the module 1. Right?
Okay, perfect. Yes,
So
I think that, yes.
yeah, so keep on reading, reach the new vocabulary. As you know, the test is coming from the slides and the homework files. So practice on this, and according to that, it's possible to make it, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher. I will do it right now, the homework, and send it as soon as I...
Yes, as soon as possible, because I think tomorrow I'm going to send the answer key in order to give more time to the group. At this point, I just received 3 files of homework, and one of them is wrong. So, patience. Patience, we still have time, okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you, teacher. So have a good night, and hope the baby
Thank
get
you, Miss.
weight soon.
Yes, I'm expecting that. Well, maybe it's just my susceptibility, just my idea.
Yeah, I think so. But it's normal that they lose some weight at the beginning, and they will recover after that.
Yes, she only has, well, 1, 2 weeks, 3, I think. I lost in time. She was born
She's so
on
small.
June 26th. So
Yes, she's going to be 2-3 weeks,
3
2.5
weeks, right?
weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I'm lost in time, actually. I'm not sure. I'm scared about it, but it's normal. My previous lady,
Yeah.
my Michaela, she was premature too, but she was, well, she didn't look so thin. she was stronger.
Oh.
But now I look at my baby, this one, and she looks so fragile. I feel she's gonna break. It's just my susceptibility.
Yeah, they are so delicate at the beginning.
Yeah,
Even the diapers and things like that, they look so delicate that it's really hard to manage them.
yes. To hang them up or to hug, maybe it's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yes, that's true. But patient, they grow up so fast.
Yes, that's a period that is not going to come back, right?
Yes, enjoy this time.
Yes, I have this opportunity, so I'm not going to waste this.
Yeah, she's not going to be that little anymore.
Yes, that's an expression that my son was telling me. He wanted to take her in arms, and I told him that she was so small, and he told me, she's not gonna be a newborn again. Please give me that opportunity. And I told her, okay, you are right. Yeah, you have the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, my dear, keep on reading, please. And
Okay,
if you have time,
okay,
well,
will
for
do.
filling homework, you got the last two presentations. I mean, the presentation of yesterday and tomorrow. You got it into the WhatsApp group. Check the
Yes,
information
I
in the last presentation, and if there's any question, tomorrow at the end of the class, we can solve it out, okay? Or
okay,
maybe a
perfect, teacher.
detail,
Thank you so much.
or an expression. That's the way how to introduce patients, how to talk about a patient with superiors, how to give a speech. It's so practical. How to prepare slides in English is so practical. It's so easy, easier than the Spanish. I don't know why we make that mess in the Spanish.
Yeah. Okay, I will check this.
Okay, patience. So
Okay, thank you, teacher. Have a
thanks
good
to you.
night.
Thank you. You too have a great night, and your baby gets better soon.
Thank you.
Okay, see you. Bye
Goodbye,
bye.
teacher.
Okay, at this point, I'm expecting Juliana. She's late. Let's wait a little bit. Hey, Juliana, good night.
Hi, Miss. Good night.
Hi, we are late.
Yeah.
What happened, Juliana?
I can't find the link of the Zoom.
Okay, don't worry about it. So let me see. Today, well, we have to talk about the final test.
Mhm.
And we have to take in account this specific information, right? I mean, it's gonna be on this Thursday. First of all, as I was telling you, it's gonna start at 8 p.m. We have only 2 hours to fill all the blanks from the test, and you have the chance to print it or just send me the answers. Okay, there's no trouble on this.
Okay.
It's your choice. If you prefer to just send me answers like a list, that's okay. I'm gonna understand it. If there's a detail I cannot understand, I'm gonna ask to you while checking the test, okay?
Okay.
Everything by handwriting, not in typed.
Mhm.
And we have to stay with our cameras turned on all the time.
Okay.
That's the way I got it to check that it's gonna be done by yourself, okay?
Okay, Miss.
We are going to take in account just module 2. No extra information, of course. And everything, all the questions are coming from the slides and from the files of homework with both of them, okay?
Okay.
So you got all the material, I think. So check this, and it's gonna be a piece of cake. The intention is not make a killer test, right? Is to make something that is taken in account the most important vocabulary in order to work properly. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Any question about it?
No, it's just the case report.
Okay, the case report. Do you remember we got the, well, we were working on this in module 1.
Yes.
Do you remember how to do it?
Yes, but I have some questions about it because of
Okay.
the case you give me to do the
The case report and the physical exam, maybe, right?
yes, the physical examination, the findings, those
Okay.
things.
So you got all the information. Do you have it now, or do you prefer to send it to me?
I have it now.
Send me by WhatsApp. A picture
Okay.
could be.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to my WhatsApp.
Um,
Okay, let's check the file.
okay. There is.
Okay, great. Let's wait. Yes, I got it. I'm opening the file. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Can you watch it?
Yes,
Okay, great.
but I don't know if it's okay. I think.
Don't worry about it. Actually, I'm thinking about it. If I send or not a question for writing down the case reports and the physical exam, because with you, I got, I think, 7 or 8 case reports and physical exams. Maybe it's not correct to make that question now. Okay. No palpation, lipogastrin. Okay. You decide to say the vital signs with the system, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I have to write the signal the in first of all or next to the temperature.
Could be next to the temperature in the first line. There is no trouble on this. Or you can set every vital sign in the system they belong. There's no trouble.
Okay.
Both of them are correct.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, great. Let's see. That's great. Really sharp control mass. Well, actually, the patient is going to the medical evaluation because he has troubles while pee, right? While going to the toilet.
Mhm.
And the main complaint is that he cannot urinate or the micturition is failing a little bit. He's not talking to us about a mass that he's feeling inside of the body or something like that. That's why this part is not.
Okay, I thought the findings were in there. Okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
It's a main problem.
Yeah, the main problem,
Okay,
you talk
miss.
to the main complaint if the patient is showing you, I got this lump, I have this swelling. And you have the chance to evaluate something at the moment, and then you can report that findings from the main complaint. But in this case, you don't have that chance because the patient is not relating a mass, a prostatic mass. Okay?
Miss.
Pulse, BP, okay. Respiratory system, okay. Cardiovascular, central nervous, okay. Abdomen prominent, little pain or palpation. Okay, you copy this, right? Little pain
Yeah,
or
I don't know how
palpation.
to.
Okay, we can say it in a better way. Abdomen prominent, yes. No little pain. Just tell me which pain.
Okay.
Which pain, and if you want to support how the pain is being felt, you can add the pain assessment tool. I mean, do you remember that the scale in phases
Okay.
from
Yes.
0 to 10?
Mhm.
For example, 3 over 10 in the analogic, I mean, assessment. Assessment. Something like that is the abbreviation. I'm not sure at this moment.
Okay, miss.
But when you talk about pain, you have the chance to give a number to show how little, how the patient could give a score about it, okay? In hypogastria. Excuse me. Right. Then you have this pielo-renal-ureteral points. Superior and middle. You can say painful in this way. Okay? Pause. And that's enough. Right, lumbar percussion, right? Here on space, right? Because it's a different abbreviation.
Okay.
Lumbar percussion, painful. Or could be the name of the developer. Giordano. Maneuver of Giordano. This U is extra. Yeah. Giordano's My typing is awful, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
It's positive. You have two ways to give me the same information.
Okay.
Digital rectal exam, mass palpable in the middle of prostate. Perfect. Here you can give me these characteristics. Okay, because during this description, we give these characteristics to the prostate and the mass, right?
Right.
And we have negative information about bleeding and pain during the digital rectal exam, right?
Yes.
When we make that evaluation that is supported in the protocol, we have to support this. We have to show that we made it. We can say no bleeding, even pain, during the evaluation.
Mm,
And that's enough. With this detail, it's going to be understood that you take in count that important details.
The respiratory rate and saturation, it's okay if I just put respiratory system, not
Yes, well, actually, you didn't add this information here.
okay.
It is about the pulse and the blood pressure, right?
Okay.
You might add both of them next to
In the
here.
in the vital signs, I have to put.
Yes, the respiratory rate. Right. And the oxygen saturation. You can say with that O2 sat or O sat. Both of them are correct, okay?
Okay.
I like this one, the O2 sat. It's better, in my opinion, but it's your choice, okay?
Okay, miss.
With this abbreviation, SOAP and MED, the anatomical details, well, are so, well, at the beginning, it's not common to remind all of them, so don't worry about it. In my opinion, it's a good report, just with the small details to correct again, okay?
Okay, miss.
But don't worry about it. That's the way we can work without any trouble.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a picture in order to get these changes and practice, okay?
Great. Thank you, miss.
Don't worry about it. Give me a second. I'm sending it now. Please let me know if you receive this.
Yes, miss. I accept.
You got it, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, perfect. Any other question? Any
No.
details to check? Maybe no. It's clear, so
Yes.
perfect. Let me send you the pool, okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay, great. So don't worry about it. Just read the changes we made, and according to that, try to make the corrections, okay?
Okay, miss.
For practicing, so don't worry about it. With you, I got, I think, 7 physical exam reports. There's not too many students, I think, but 7 that are working. The rest of the people is not sending this. So I'm gonna think if I ask about it during the final test.
Okay. Well, I submit the pool.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I got it. Thank you so much, Juliana.
Okay, miss. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Well, we have the last presentation in the WhatsApp group. Did you get it, right?
Yes, miss. I got it.
Great. Practice with that. Check the information, please, and if there's a question tomorrow at the end, we are going to solve the doubt, okay?
Okay, Miss.
It could be better because, well, we don't have a next workshop. That's why tomorrow is our last chance to gain time, we can say, to take extra time in order to solve doubts.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, dear. So keep on reading, okay? And don't worry, it's gonna be a piece of cake, this test.
I hope so.
Yes, don't worry about it.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Have
you.
a
You
good
made my
night.
day. Bye-bye.
Tomorrow.
Hi, Gustavo. Good night.
Good night, teacher. Excuse me, teacher. I didn't see the schedule. It was 8:15 my time.
Yes, certainly, yes.
In this moment I am in a break in my job, and I connected. Excuse me, teacher. Excuse me.
Okay, well, patience in 2 minutes is gonna get into your classmate.
Okay, it's no problem. I wanted to ask if tomorrow we are going to have some classes.
Yes, the theoretical one that belongs to the course, the last one.
The last one. Okay.
Yes, I'm sending you the poll for not missing this attendance. I know
Okay.
you are a job and it's not easy.
No, thank you. All the module, all the course of English, you really understood me, and I'm really grateful. I would like to give you some a big hug, because some few people understand these kind of things in the job, and it's difficult. It's difficult. I sometimes I have to work in the night. It's because I don't want to, but I have to take. So I have to take some breaks to home. I don't know. You understand? We have children and we have to work.
Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy
Yeah.
while getting an important activity to reach these points, I think.
I wanted to ask you one thing, teacher.
Yeah, let me know.
In Oruro, there is one institute that wants to do some course about I don't know, medical English, I don't know, civil engineering English,
Okay,
maybe
with lots of branches.
yes, and they were looking for some people for some help, for some teachers. I don't
Yeah.
know if I can give your contacts to that institute.
Yes, could be. There is no trouble. Thank you so much for taking me in count.
Yes, yes. In this course, I really saw that you're very expert in this language, in the medical English. So it could be very grateful that they can count on you with.
That sounds great. Yeah, you can give my contact, my phone number. That's okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, yes. Who just the teacher or the director was asking for some people about medical, and I'm going to give you your contact, teacher.
No, thank you so much. You are helping me with this contact. Don't worry about it. You can do it. Send it to them.
Okay, teacher. I'm going to do it. It should be really virtual. It's true.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You encourage me.
No,
I
don't
really
worry.
feel great.
We are always to help.
Okay, thank you, Gustavo. Tomorrow, well, we have the last theoretical class. Please try to attend it in order to catch as much as attendance you can, or in the scores, okay?
Okay, tomorrow I'm going to be. Don't worry. I have to be.
Okay, perfect. Please check the slides, and if there's any question, tomorrow we can solve the doubts. Don't forget that this Thursday is our final test.
Yes, on Thursday at 8, right?
Yes, 8 to 10.
Okay.
We have 2 hours to fill all the test.
Okay, teacher. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, see you tomorrow, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? How was your day?
Fine, and yours?
Well, so busy again. Yeah, with kids, it happens.
Yes. Yes, I was doing the homework.
Okay, what about the file? Easy to make, right?
Yes, I think the first exercise of the incidents of the ulcer
preparation,
Yeah.
I had to read a lot of times to complete, but I think I have the answers.
That's
But
great.
I had to analyze a lot the numbers for having the words to fill.
Yeah, but you reached this. That's great. So let's check the answers when you send me the file, and according to that, we are going to take into account the context. Of course, according to the context, I'm gonna give the score, because sometimes to expect the specific word, it's not easy. It's not correct.
Yes, I think it has sense, but I don't know if I get the specific word.
Yes, if they make sense, there's no trouble on this.
Yes, and I have a question about the homework. The last one that we have to make notes
Yeah.
of the case. We have to write as the homework, like the clinical.
Like the
Sorry?
key report? No,
Like
actually,
the
the notes that we are asking for in the file, in the homework file, is coming from the last slides I sent to the group, the slides number 16. There you have the key, how to make it, how to prepare this answer.
Okay, I don't read them.
Okay,
But
check
I will
the slides.
do.
Yeah, check the slides. They are so clear. That's why I decided to send it for making the homework properly. But don't worry about it.
Yes, and I'm finishing the homework, I think.
Yeah.
Everything is.
Check the slides. The slides where you have the chance to check the notes of the patient. And according to that notes, it's easy to make the homework file. Don't worry, just follow the guide. Follow the example we got in the slides.
Okay. I will check. I didn't have time to check the last one.
Yes, you still have time. There is until midnight. So don't worry about it. Try to finish it as soon as possible and send it to me.
Okay.
With your file, I'm gonna get just six answers. We still have
Really?
time reflecting to your classmates too.
Okay.
Yes.
It wasn't difficult, but I think it was a little bit
Yes, you
long
make
because
your
there
best.
are four classes.
Yeah.
And but I think it wasn't very difficult.
Yes.
We hope everything is okay.
No, it was possible to make. In order to get the slides and get the information, it's possible to answer all the details I'm asking for. It's possible. The fact on this is maybe to catch the specific words. That's why I'm not asking for a specific word. I'm asking for the context. If in context you give me a synonym of the word that maybe the key is looking for, well, I'm going to take it in count if the synonym is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're making your best effort, so I take it in count. In that way, it's possible to improve and help to get the best score you could with homework, with attendance, with everything. That's the objective. It's not to make a killing course or a killing test, right? It's to make a course or a test or a detail that it's possible to make and take in count as much information as we can in a properly way, right?
Yes.
Yes, don't worry, you are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yes, so take a deep breath. As you know, this Thursday is the final test. We
Yes.
have only 2 hours to fill all the tests because it's the institute's requirement to take it in just 2 hours. So in that way, we are going to work now. The same as in module 1, we start at 8. We need our cameras turned on. And the same, you have the chance to print the file or getting a copy for you and send me back just the answers, or just send me back the answers. That's okay for me. There is no trouble on this. This module 2 test is a little harder, I think, because there are lots of new words and expressions so specific about the statistics, epidemiology maybe,
Yes.
and this vocabulary, of course, has to be into the test. And of course, the abbreviations we were checking, right?
Mm, okay.
Yes,
I hope.
it's not
I will
so
study a
hard.
lot.
If you study from the slides and the homework files, the key answers specifically, it's going to be a piece of cake. So don't worry about it. You are ready for doing this, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, it's possible to make it. So we can do
Mhm.
it.
Oh, hi, baby.
Yes, my baby's here with me. She's sleeping now. My newborn.
And how is she?
She's getting better. Well, as I was telling it to the group, my baby's premature.
Mhm.
And well, I was talking to my sister and we realized that from yesterday, she was supposed to born this week. So she gets with me around 4 weeks earlier.
It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot of time. She's so small. She looks extremely fragile.
Mm.
And well, now in La Paz, we are with extreme cold because of the winter. And well, she needs to be in arms all the day in order to get warm. I mean, and well, if she's alone on the bed, well, she gets so cold. Her hands turn on gray or on blue. She
Really?
gets with cyanosis, and I said, well, patience, it's cold, it's cold. She's breathing.
Oh.
She's not producing enough hot at this point.
Mm.
So I have to take care of her a lot.
Now it's very cold there.
Yes,
Yes.
we are in winter. That season is always awful in my city because it's too high. And no matter if you are in the sun, if you are taking the sun, you get warm easily. But you go to the shadow, and in shadow you get frozen at the moment.
No.
So imagine the baby. She can stay in the sun all the day, of course. She could get dehydrated or with some burnings. But staying in cold, it's not possible because she needs to be in arms in order to stay warm, as I was telling you. So it's not easy. I cannot leave her alone a moment.
Yes,
Yeah. Well, Pamela, today I prepared this slide for the group, the spikes protocol. Well, in medicine, you know, we have lots of acronyms, lots of protocols, of course, in order to give an answer about a specific situation, right? When we talk about giving bad news, we have lots of protocols, lots of them. The list is enormous. But one of the easiest and commonest protocols is this one, the spikes. The spikes is showing us the correct order, how to give or how to prepare the area, the patient, and our speech to give a bad news to a patient and how to control the situation properly. That's why following these ideas, it's easier to make it work properly. I mean, we go at the beginning with the setting. We choose a private room, comfortable room, of course, not threatening setting. I mean, a place where nobody's going to pass away or to get into because of accidents. Now, it doesn't have to be. A private place when you have the confidence to talk with the patient and the patient has the chance to understand that nobody's gonna interrupt the speech. When you place that set, yeah, you start with the perception. In the perception, you ask the patient and relatives of the patient how they understand the problem, diagnosis, the situation as a general idea. And then they give an answer. They could say that they have no idea, or maybe they were reading or making an investigation of this. And well, we have to listen everything. And according to that information, we make the invitation. We ask the patient which or what kind of information he or she is expecting. I mean, what specific parts they want to know as a priority about the disease, about the treatment, about the situation, what they specifically want to talk about. If you consider necessarily to this knowledge, to this information, you can add extra information in order to support your basis, your speech. That's why in knowledge, you explain the disease and care options, but it has to be in plain language. I mean, in the vocabulary of the patient, without technical words, without technicism. That's the way invitation and knowledge are going by hand in order to improve this communication. Usually when patients receive that kind of information, more detailed, they realize that the situation that they are happening is not the best one. They get with lots of emotions, lots of them. And we must respect feelings. We must respect beliefs. I think if they want to pray, they pray. If they want to cry, they cry. There's no trouble. And we have to act with empathy. The empathy is the key that is going to solve the problem in the way to show that we are connected to the patient and it's possible to trust on us as a doctors. When the patient finishes everything about his emotions, then you have to summarize all the information. You have to recap and decide what's the next step to follow. The patient has to feel under control or feel that he has the chance to decide what we are going to do as doctors. So it's very, very important to summarize properly or not giving or avoiding information that could be necessary. Okay?
Okay.
It's one of the commonest, the easiest one. By personal, I use these acronyms a lot. I like it too much. And it works. It works so good. I sent you the poll, Pamela, to take attendance.
Yes, it's done.
Perfect. So I'm gonna send the same picture to the group in order to have a copy for you. And that's all, I think. Tomorrow we have our theoretical class, the last one, where we are going to check the last group of slides. There we have the chance to talk about the medical notes. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. So see you tomorrow, dear, okay?
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Hi, teacher. Good night.
Hi, Natalie. How are you? How was your day? Good night.
It was fine. I think I had a patient today.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. But I'm feeling kind of nervous for the final test.
Nah, don't be nervous. You're almost ready. I told you.
I don't know.
Why not? Why you are doubting about yourself?
I don't know.
Nah,
It's just
yeah,
I'm anxious.
yeah. Well, it's similar to the Model 1 test, this Model 2 test. We have the same structure. I mean, I send you the file and you send me back just the answers.
Okay. Just
Um,
2 hours, right?
Yes, only 2 hours. That's an institute requirement. There is no way to use more time in this opportunity.
Okay. It's okay, it's fine.
Yes, in 2 hours, it's possible to make it. I tell you
Yes.
because, well, it's prepared in that way. There are not a lot of questions. There are around 100 topics to take in account, but it's possible to make it.
Wow, okay. Yeah,
Yes,
the final test is going to be just from this model.
yes, just Model 2. Model 1 is
Okay.
taken already. We don't need that.
Okay. Ah,
Yes, that's a huge, yeah, that's a relief, yeah.
yes. Because
Yeah,
it is a lot to study.
no, you can do it. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be a piece of cake. You get all the material for studying.
Okay. Okay, teacher. I had a question, teacher. Yesterday, I always forget how to say diapositivas.
How to say what?
Diapositivas,
Slides.
slides. Yeah. It's in the group.
Yes. The slides 15 and 16. When I send
Um,
the homework file, I send
yes.
together the slides 15 and 16 in order
Yes.
to get information to fill the homework file.
Yes. And for this homework, you're going to send us the answers to compare?
Yes, today at midnight. When the deadline finishes, I'm gonna send the key answer in order to have the chance to make the comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my question.
Okay, great. Take a deep breath. You are ready. Don't worry. Don't be
Ah,
nervous.
I can do it. I know I can do it.
Yeah, trust on your capabilities. You are ready for doing this.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, trust on me. I know when one of my students is ready or not. And you are ready.
Thank you, teacher. I will do my best.
I'm sure about it. Okay, let's talk about the spikes.
Okay.
Yesterday, as you know, we were talking about the expressions, how to give bad news, right?
Yes.
And in the slides, we got 9 topics, 9 points that we have to take in account, how to consider them, which specific expressions we should use in these opportunities, right?
Yes.
But in medicine, when in healthcare careers, we have lots of protocols for many purposes. And of course, we are going to have a protocol that is talking about how to give bad news. That's an interesting way to consider this, because bad news are not easy to give. But following protocols like this, like the spikes, it's possible to make it properly without making a mistake.
Okay.
So when we have to talk about a pathological situation, I mean cancer, I mean a terminal disease, a tumor that is not for operation, something crazy like that. Well, of course, patients get into anxiety in order to understand the situation, right, and to accept it. But of course, it's a process. And we need some steps to follow in the moment to give the bad news, and posteriorly in the period of doing or giving this kind of information, right?
Right.
The spikes is one of the commonest protocols we got. And during the medical career, specifically in that way, we learn how to do it by the process. But we never received a protocol or some ideas clarified in order to show this. That's why we have to consider this. We have to prepare the setting, a room or a place where you can be on private.
Okay.
You need that privacy in order to let the patient cry, scream, move, well, who knows?
Okay.
But during the information, and not in just one opportunity, maybe in lots, you are going to use that private place. The setting, well, has to be comfortable and without threatening people. So, I mean, it's not correct when your nurse or a student gets into and say, oh, I'm sorry, and then goes out, right?
All right. Yes, it's the worst.
Yes, when it happens, of course, your setting is not correct. And you have to consider to change it. But you have to avoid that problems. That's why in the setting, that's the recommendation. Then we have the perception. The perception is how the patient understands the situation from the patient. I mean, how they receive bad news in a husband or wife, how they manage these situations. And from the point they explain their knowledge, you start clarifying ideas. But you start them making an invitation. I mean, you ask the patient what they would like to know. Not everything, I mean, because it's not possible. But you might ask them if they want to know about the diagnosis, the treatment, the prognosis, or any other specific detail. In that way, the invitation is so important. It has to be done properly for not mixing the information, okay?
So the invitation is like the second step?
Yeah, well, it's the third step. The first one is to choose the setting, the correct place. Second step, talk to the patient and collect the information they get. And then with the invitation, the third step, you tell the patient, what do you really certainly want to know?
Okay.
Okay, so it's easy and it's better because the patient gets in confidence with you.
Yes.
Then we have the knowledge. When we explain all the details, we explain about the options in plain language. I mean, we use the same language that the patient is using at the moment. We have to be so clear in that part, because if we go with technicism, they don't understand anything, and all the things we were talking previously are not working properly at that moment. Then you get the emotion. The emotion is related to empathy. While talking about emotion, I mean, you have the chance to let the patient cry, scream, or maybe pray, or maybe, I don't know, do something like that. Respecting all the details, we can say, they need to talk. Then we have a second E, yeah, a second E, where well, in the motion, I mean, it's for me the hardest part to deal with, because when patient starts crying or yelling, you feel his pain, his suffering,
Yes.
right? And no matter if you go with empathy, that's the best part, but you have to really be clear that you are showing empathy, right? There are some
Yeah.
groups of people who like to pray, but we have to respect that part. While finishing the emotion from the patient and relatives, we must summarize everything. We must make a resume what we were talking. And with that summary, we have the chance to get in touch with the patient and tell him or her to continue ahead, to continue in the same way that he's taking care of the patient.
Okay.
Okay. When you summarize, could be one of the most difficult parts, we can say, of this protocol.
The emotion part, yes, I think it is difficult.
Yes, but it's harder to summarize, believe me. When you have to remind the patient about all the situations they had, it's not as easy.
This part is to knowing that all is clear, right?
No, to summarize is an exercise when you just talk to the patient and get in touch and make a deal that what's the next step? I mean, you together take the decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to talk about it to anybody. It's not necessarily at this point, but we have to be sure on this. If summarizing is not working and everything is going wrong, we can say with between relatives and patients and doctors, sometimes could be great to change the medical team.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Well,
is that clear? These spikes?
Yes.
It's very easy to work with this. By person,
Yeah.
I prefer to use these acronyms than different ones.
And with everything I have seen in the hospital, I can relate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
I didn't know that there were spikes for this kind of situation.
yeah. No, the spikes is so useful and easy to memorize and to understand.
Yes.
Well, any question until this point?
No, teacher. It is clear.
Great. I'm gonna send you the pool, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, can you watch the pool?
No, no, yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So, you know, for the test, you are ready.
Okay, yes, I'm ready. I can do it.
Yeah, let's do this. Check the last group of slides. And if there's any question, tomorrow we can solve this, okay?
Okay.
I mean, we have our last theoretical class together tonight. But Well, but in order we don't have a next workshop, we have to talk about it properly tomorrow, okay? If there's questions or details to check again.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
So try to read the slides, okay?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. See you tomorrow, okay?
See you tomorrow. Good night, teacher.
Good night. Hi, Misael. Good night.
Hi, doctor. Good night.
Hi, Misael. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Hey, how are you? How was your day? How was everything? I mean,
It was an interesting day.
yeah, why? It was so nice. I mean,
Yeah, it was a good day. I tried to finish the homework.
okay, Misael. Let me see. Give me a second, please. Yesterday, yes, yesterday you were in the class. That's easy, right? That's the truth. Okay, Misael. I'm sorry, I get disconnected the moment. I don't know what's going on with me.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the final test, okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on Thursday, this Thursday, of course. And well, I realized that this Thursday we start at 8 o'clock and we have 2 hours to fill all the tests, right? Oh, hello?
Sí, sí.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 hours. It's a requirement from the institute, no more time than that. And we are going to use the same structure than module 1. I send the file, you download it, and then you can send me back all the answers you consider important, okay?
Okay.
Everything by handwriting with cameras turned on, the same as in module 1. And well, according to the moment you send me your homework file, I'm gonna prepare the answers with all the scores, okay?
Okay.
Any question about it?
I don't have questions. Uh, uh,
Hello? I couldn't
yeah,
hear you
I don't
so
have questions.
well.
I don't have questions.
Okay. So let me show you the material that today I'm talking to your classmates, okay?
Okay.
Yesterday we were talking about how giving bad news, right? In that order, we have lots of protocols, lots of them, a huge quantity. But from some of them that I was reading, I was evaluating, I prepared this protocol. Well, I found this picture and following the spikes to give bad news is easier. I mean, you have a specific order how to make everything step by step, and it's gonna be helpful for not missing any detail opened, okay? The first S is talking to us about the place, the setting. I mean, you have to choose or to prepare a setting where you have enough privacy, everything under control, without noise, without threatening. I mean, people that is not passing away all the time. And you have the chance to take out your shoes, maybe, to feel comfortable.
Okay.
Okay, the P is the perception. The perception means what the patient and the family of the patient understands all of this situation. I mean, diagnosis, treatment, prognosis, everything. They have to give you a speech about it. And when they finish, you have the chance to make the invitation. I mean, you ask for the patient and relatives why they really want to know. Of course, not all the information, just the permitted one, but you have to ask them what they really want to know. If they need more information about the diagnosis and how the situation is gonna be, or they need extra time in order to, they need extra information in order to understand all the details you have to explain. During this explanation, the invitation, you have the chance to organize ideas, to organize what they think, how they feel. And then you go to knowledge. In knowledge, you give the information that they are asking for. I mean, you explain the details in the way they need to know, talking in a plain language. That's the best way to do it, because you need the best organization. No. For not avoiding any important point about the disease or the situation, okay? When you finish explaining everything and the patient starts understanding what's going on, emotions come to us. I mean, the patient can cry, scream, yell out. Well, that's okay. That's his choice. But you have to respect that moment. We have to be confident. We don't have to get back to the emergency room. You certainly don't need the necessity to control all of this. You only have to act with empathy, and with that empathy, the patient is going to feel better and get in confidence with you, specifically as your doctor. Then when the patient gets under control, you have to summarize everything. Summarize all the information you gave to him, how they understood this new situation, how they realize the changes are going to be. Okay?
Yeah.
When you recap all of this, together you decide how to continue, what's the next. Okay, Misael, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, is that
hear you.
clear until that point?
Yeah, this is clear.
Yes.
Summary. Am I right?
Okay. By personal, I use this information to make it properly, to work correctly. And with this acronyms, it's easy to remember all the details you need at the moment. Okay?
Okay, spikes.
Questions from this?
I don't have any question.
Okay. So let me send you the pool in order to take attendance, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Doctor, can you send again the pool?
Yeah, I'm relaunching this. My internet is failing a little bit with this chart. Can you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Your attendance is done.
Yep.
Okay, there are no questions about it, right?
No, but in the homework, I have a question.
Okay, then.
Yeah, in the last question, exercise number 6. What? How can I write the man move his feet? His feet.
Okay,
Number 10.
let me open the question. The last one in assignment.
Exercise. Yeah, it's the last homework. Exercise number 6, part 10.
Okay, give me a second. I'm looking for this. Okay, let me share a screen and you are going to tell me if I'm correct in the file, okay? Okay, is that the question?
Yes, see.
The
How can I
instruction?
write? Yeah, the instruction. How can I say the instruction number 10?
Number
I
10.
put, yeah.
Yes, we got it into the, if I'm not wrong, if my memory is not failing, you got this movement in the med school in Spanish, and it's very similar in English how to type it.
Move your feet. Move your
Could
foot.
be, but you have to be more specifically. Could be.
Yeah. Move your.
Is that sure that the patient is holding his knee?
Hold your feet.
Yeah, could be. In order you give me the instructions of the patient, I'm gonna consider the context and if your answers make sense.
Okay.
There's a specific word to look this movement. Let me give you a tip for this. You can go to Google and look medical instructions into the physical exam. Go to pictures, and in pictures you're going to find lots of them. The same like this or similar pictures like this.
Okay.
I think it's gonna work from that website because, well, it's possible to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Any other detail to talk about?
No, I don't have question. It's for. I don't have.
Okay. So get ready to the final test, okay? This Thursday at 8 p.m., 8 to 10.
Okay. Okay. Bye, doctor. See you tomorrow.
Well, I think that's all. And any question you got, please send me a message, okay?
Okay.
So have a great night, Misael. Thanks for your attendance.
Okay. Bye, doctor. See you tomorrow.
See you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everything is done. All the people make the attendance. So let's go away. Bye-bye.